Hi, my name's Mark Doyle, and I'm a Slingshot international rider. Well, I started riding for Slingshot about 7 years ago. I started in the gorge, and I saw my dad out there testing, this new sport, and I was a windsurfer back in the days, and so I slowly got into it through my dad and spent a few months kiting in the gorge, and by the end of the season, Slingshot, actually Chris Wyman at Slingshot had noticed me out there and gave me a call, and all of a sudden I was sponsored. This last season I spent 9 months in Brazil with my wife down there, and once we finally got her the visa, then we came up to Oregon, spent a few weeks there, traveled down to California, spent some time teaching advanced lessons in California. I also made a trip recently to Japan for 2 weeks, which toured all over Japan, hit all the hot spots for kiting, and did my advanced lessons over there. And right now I'm in South Padre Island, Texas. I'm working for Brenda at South Padre Island Kiteboarding, and yeah, just teaching more advanced lessons, teaching some beginner lessons, and pretty much setting my base camp up here in South Padre Island. The reason it's my favorite place is because we've got waves on the Gulf side, and you can do downwinders in the waves, start at the jetty, finish at the tiki bar with some drinks, and take a quick taxi drive right up the island and do it 3 or 4 times a day. Or if you want flat water and freestyle condition between the island and the mainland, you've got this really flat water that's 1 meter deep. So you got perfect kind of wakeboarding style conditions, and great for sliders, kickers, and all the freestyle tricks. So it kind of incorporates the best of both worlds, and it's hard to find that kind of variety in a place that you got the best of both. For my style of riding, I just enjoy variety. I enjoy being able to do all the aspects of the sport, which include, regular wake style kiting, being able to be great at the handle passes and kite loop handle passes and, double handle passes. But I also really enjoy the surf side. I really enjoy going snow kiting. I also like to go skate kiting with my B2 and B3. So I enjoy to mix it up and to hit, each different area of kiting. Keeps it entertaining for me. If I just do one style of kiting for too long, I kind of get bored of it and kind of blow out of it, and I like to switch on and go over to another aspect of it, and it keeps me entertained in the kiting world. Well, what I'm riding this year is the 2008 Rev, and I really enjoy the Rev because it's a quick reacting kite. I can put the kite wherever I want in the wind window very quickly. I get a little more height out of the Rev than I did with the Fuel, but I still have the pop and drop filling, so I'm able to do the handle passes, but I also have a little extra time on the kite to start working on the double handle passes and more complicated tricks. And for my bar and lines, well, I use the standard Slingshot bar. I enjoy the 20-meter lines because, once again, I said I like the kite to be quick reacting and be able to place it where I want in the sky very quickly. So I find the 20-meter lines help for that and speed up the kite's reaction. I'm using the new 2008 Misfit, and the main difference with it is the construction this year. It's got the solid wood core, which it makes it more durable, but it also has more flex in it. So with flex, you get a lot of rebound out of it, which can increase your load and pop and increase the height and timing in your jump. Yeah, my advanced lessons pretty much start off with people that are learning how to jump. My only requirement is that you can stay upwind, and at that point we start working with how to jump, how to load and pop using the board, how to use the kite to jump, things like that. And then it goes all the way up to the level I take it, which, you know, can be handle passes, kite loop handle passes, any kind of tricks like that. Well, what I focus on in my advanced lessons is really giving people the visual. And what I mean by visual is that they can see the trick in their head before they go out there and practice it. So in my advanced lesson, I usually start out on the computer with sequence photos and show them, you know, the difference of what to do with your body and how to create the rotation and things like that. And then from there, we'll jump on to sometimes watching slow motion video. I have a few of those. I've also got a kite model, which is a three-dimensional model. It shows the kite, how to fly it and where to fly it in the wind window. Things like these give the students the visual, and then at that point I go out there, I show them the last visual, which is me practicing the trick, and then at that point I send them out there and to practice it on their own. Through my teaching, I learn a lot about my own riding and learn new ways to develop my tricks, and through that I in turn turn it back to this, you know, the lessons, and I'm able to teach people pretty much all the way up to whatever level I've learned. So you can find more information about my advanced lessons on doylekiteboarding.com, or if you need information on the new 2008 Slingshot product, you go to slingshotsports.com.